As immigration continues to be a hotly debated issue in Europe, several countries have taken drastic measures in 2025 to tighten their borders and expel undocumented migrants. Rising concerns over economic strain, security risks, and cultural integration have led governments to enforce stricter deportation policies and asylum restrictions. Countries like Austria, France, Denmark, and Italy have implemented tougher immigration laws, while others, such as Poland and Hungary, have actively pushed back migrants at their borders. This shift reflects a broader trend across Europe, where political pressure and public opinion are driving nations to reassess their immigration policies. In this video, we'll explore 10 European countries that are cracking down on immigration and the reasons behind their actions. The countries are: Number 1, Austria. The newly formed Austrian government has announced an immediate halt to family reunions for migrants, citing limited capacity to integrate newcomers. Chancellor Christian Stocker emphasized the need to prevent system overload to protect the quality of Austria's school system, integration efforts, and overall security. This decision affects migrants with protected status who will no longer be able to bring family members from their home countries. The government aims to reduce these numbers to better manage integration. Number 2, Greece. Greece has been at the forefront of Europe's migration crisis for years, given its geographical location as a gateway for migrants arriving from the Middle East and Africa. In 2025, the Greek government has tightened border controls, accelerated deportations, and restricted asylum approvals. The country has increased pushbacks in the Aegean Sea and fortified its land border with Turkey to prevent illegal crossings. Number 3, Poland. Poland is advocating for increased EU-wide defense funding, emphasizing that national efforts may not suffice, especially for countries with high debts. The country plans to increase its defense budget to 4.7% of its output in 2025. Additionally, Poland seeks further steps to strengthen its semiconductor industry, highlighting the sector's strategic importance for prosperity and safety. Number 4, Denmark. Denmark has adopted a zero refugees policy, passing legislation in 2021 to process refugees outside the European Union. The Danish government has been in talks with Rwanda to participate in this plan. In August 2022, Denmark opened an office in Rwanda in preparation to move forward with its plan, and by September 2022, both countries agreed to proceed. This plan has received polarized reactions, facing condemnation both domestically and internationally, while also receiving support from parties across the political spectrum. Number 5, Italy. Italy plans to deport its asylum seekers to Albania, but the agreement has been temporarily blocked by the Albanian Constitutional Court. Unlike the UK, Italy has no plans to cede its asylum responsibilities to Albania or to prevent people who obtain asylum on Albanian soil from traveling to Italy. The cost of this system is estimated at €650 million over 5 years. In mid-October 2024, 12 men were sent to the camp in Albania. However, a court in Rome deemed Egypt and Bangladesh, where the detained, rejected asylum seekers originated from, do not meet the definition of safe countries, and the government was ordered to return the 12 men from Albania back to Italy. Number 6, Hungary. Hungary has implemented policies of systematically deporting migrants to the Serbian border, affecting approximately 72,000 people since 2016. These actions have been ruled unlawful by both the Court of Justice of the European Union and the European Court of Human Rights. Despite these rulings, Hungary continues its deportation practices, leading Frontex to suspend its operations in the country. Number 7, Finland. In July 2024, Finland's parliament voted in favor of a law allowing pushbacks. Under this law, no asylum claims will be accepted on Finland's eastern border if Russia transports migrants there in a hybrid warfare destabilization attempt, similar to events in late 2023. The measure allows the use of force to return migrants to Russian territory with the order issued by the president in conjunction with the parliament and limited to 1 month per directive. Number 8, Sweden. The Sweden Democrats support remigration policies and have advocated for raising the allowance given to migrants to encourage voluntary repatriation. The Alternative for Sweden also advocates for remigration policies. Swedish Migration Minister Johan Forsell has stated that remigration is an important issue for Sweden, and that wider use of voluntary repatriation in line with the policy followed by Denmark would be one of the options considered by his government. Number 9. Portugal. Portugal, traditionally known for its welcoming stance on immigration, has recently adopted stricter policies due to increasing economic pressures and rising public concerns. The far-right party Chega has been pushing for stronger border controls and the deportation of undocumented migrants. Chega's leader, André Ventura, has repeatedly called for remigration, arguing that Portugal should prioritize its own citizens over foreign workers. Additionally, the government has tightened its visa policies, making it harder for migrants to obtain residency permits. While Portugal still relies on foreign labor for sectors like tourism and agriculture, the political climate is shifting towards a more restrictive immigration approach, aligning with broader European trends. Number 10. France. France has been tightening its immigration policies, particularly under President Emmanuel Macron's administration. In 2024, France passed a new immigration law that makes it easier to deport undocumented migrants, especially those involved in criminal activities. The law also imposes stricter conditions for obtaining residency permits. Additionally, France has increased deportations of individuals whose asylum applications were rejected, citing concerns about national security and social integration. The year 2025 has seen a significant shift in immigration policies across Europe, with many countries tightening their borders, increasing deportations, and limiting asylum opportunities. Nations like Austria, France, Denmark, and Sweden have introduced stricter laws, while countries such as Poland and Hungary have focused on national security concerns to justify their pushback measures. These changes reflect a growing political and public sentiment favoring controlled migration, often driven by economic strains, cultural integration challenges, and security issues. While these policies aim to protect national interests, they also raise ethical and humanitarian concerns, sparking debates across the continent. The future of immigration in Europe remains uncertain, as governments balance national priorities with international obligations and human rights considerations. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe the channel, comment, and follow for more.